Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Glass Animals, their world tour. Once again, just to remind you that to go see them in Nashville, text the national keyword guitar, and some people texting it to the wrong number. This is the number to text it to, 95819. Text guitar to 95819 for your chance to win that trip to see Glass
I'm
Animals.
correcting people right now. Sorry.
That's so
Texting
dedicated.
people back, letting them know.
So dedicated that you do that.
I try. I want people to win.
Yeah, you can't win if you don't enter the right number. So guitar to 95819. Text that in there right now. A little programming note to remind you, tomorrow at this time, Case is going to do a movie review. Now, July 4th weekend's coming up, so, we'll be off like you guys are on July 4th. So he's going to do the movie Independence Day. He's never seen it. These are movies that he's never seen, the biggest movies of all time as a 25-year-old. Case hasn't seen a lot. But now he has over the last 4 months movies like Jaws and Back to the Future and Braveheart and Dirty Dancing.
Saving Private Ryan.
The Mummy.
The Mummy. Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
Which, thank you to everybody who enjoyed the Karate Kid review. I feel like I've had more comments about that than anything I've ever done in my life, so I greatly appreciate that. I'm glad we could expose Mr. Miyagi for being the creep that he is.
That's not what we did in that review.
And I'm glad that we could also recognize that Cobra Kai were the heroes in that movie, that they were cool, karate-playing, dirt bike riding guys that everybody should aspire to be.
Just because they were guys you wanted to be when you saw the movie doesn't mean they were right.
Yeah, it's badass. They're like in the metal militia, basically. They're awesome.
Oh, my God. Well, tomorrow it'll be Independence Day. Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum. What a classic that was when it came out in 96, I believe.
I don't know.
I love this movie.
I literally know nothing about this movie. I'm aware of it by name. I had to ask you today if Will Smith was the guy that was in it. I know nothing about Independence Day.
The question was, is Will Smith in that movie? And I go, no, he's like the person in the movie. He's not like, it's not a cameo. Like, oh my God, was this Will Smith's first movie? Like, no, he's in the movie. He's starring in it.
He's the main character.
Yes.
I guess you'd say, yeah.
And he's awesome in it.
He really is. This is pre-slap, by the way. We're going back almost 30 years for this movie.
Whatever, get over it.
I can't.
I don't know if we should just get over it.
I'm not saying it was okay, but we don't have to bring it up every time we talk about it.
Well, tell Chris Rock that about his neck right now.
Chris Rock is also, I mean, listen, he got to do this live Netflix thing, which like rocked the world, no pun intended. But which was awesome, and I was on his side. I'm completely on his side in the scenario. The slap was bull crap. It was horrible. He should get called out for it. You don't have to bring it up every time you talk about him, though. He did a lot of good things for a long time.
And this is the problem, though. When you slap one guy in front of everybody, a million people remember you for the last thing you did. That's the last thing you did.
No, the last thing he did was Bad Boys 4.
Is that good?
Yes.
I like all the Bad Boys movies, but I didn't go to the theater to see that last weekend or 2 weekends, whenever it came out. 2 weekends ago, I think, something like that.
Yeah, well, and franchise as a whole just reached $1 billion revenue. It's doing pretty good.
It's no Fast and Furious.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
I'm going to slap you.
All right, so tomorrow it'll be Independence Day, and I'm really excited for Casey. Mainly because one thing I remember about Independence Day is that when that launched in Chicago, because I had just moved downtown at that time, and 600 North Michigan, the theaters over there, ran it 24 hours a day.
Really?
It's the days when movie theaters did that kind of crazy stuff when the movie was so big, and I remember a bunch of us went and saw it at 2 a.m. And it was cool as hell to walk out at 4 a.m. after seeing that movie that was crazy. And back then, that movie literally was a crazy, high-tech, whatever kind of technology they used to make everything look amazing back then. And now it probably seems dated, but I think it holds up. And,
it's an awesome movie. It's a good time.
Not to mention, it's got Robert Loggia in it, too.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
I know nothing about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's about. I think you said Aliens earlier, but that was Men in Black, so now I'm confused on Will Smith and Aliens.
Well, I'm not going to give you any more.
He has a rich history with them.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. Can you imagine being typecast as the alien guy?
I mean, it's worked out pretty well. All the alien movies have been wildly successful for him. So,
he's done okay. So tomorrow at this time, Independence Day, the review from Case, the producer. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Coming up, want to ask you about these intrusive thoughts. Do you have any of those in your head right now? And what I mean by that is a thought that's stuck into your head that you can't get out, that maybe even seems embarrassing to say it out loud. You can say it on the show here at 312-591-8300. For example, Case, the producer, said to me the other day, people don't take their shirts off in public as much as they used to.
This is true.
And I was kind of like, well, what do you mean by that? I had to take a minute to let it process. You know, you watch those old Cubs broadcasts, and in the bleachers, every dude's got their shirt off.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't see that at a Cubs game anymore. You don't see guys with their shirts off.
I personally am happy about that change.
I'm not saying I'm upset about it either. But then again, for some reason, those guys back then with their mustaches and cut-off jeans look pretty badass. Look pretty cool.
Like they're Cobra Kai.
Kind of like Cobra Kai. Exactly. They would have been a Cobra Kai. So that's the kind of thoughts we're thinking of. And you can check in with them at 312-591-8300. I have one about kids today. And I swear.
Oh, boy. Get off my lawn.
I swear it's not old man yelling at cloud. I swear it's not that. I'm actually kind of jealous.
It's that they don't want to work. No, I'm kidding.
They don't want to work either. Damn it. No, it's something I'm actually jealous that kids have today that I just noticed recently, and I can't get it out of my head. And I'll tell you what it is in about just 2.5 minutes, okay?
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, the artist known as Joe. And who that is the actor Joe Keery, who plays Steve Harrington in Stranger Things. And he went to DePaul, and he wrote that song about Chicago. So he has a very big history with Chicago. In fact, I did an interview with him. It's on our podcast, the Brian and Kenzie podcast. If you go back on the feed, you can find that there. And it was a great interview. Such a nice guy. Such a great dude. A real guy that didn't grow up here is a true Chicagoan from his time here in college. And then he got Stranger Things after he graduated from DePaul.
That's so crazy.
Like, I mean, he's here doing a couple commercials here and there and that. And then all of a sudden he's in Stranger Things.
Worked out pretty good for him.
Worked out pretty good. All right. So thoughts in your head, things that just you can't get out of your head. And one of these I have is about the kids today. And no, I'm not yelling at the kids. In fact, I'm happy. I'm jealous. And I saw this, and I mentioned it to Kenzie in case, and I was like, you know what's weird about kids today? I saw a group of 7 kids running down the street. They all have drinks. They all have drinks in their hand.
Oh, beverages are a big thing right now. It's a thing.
For me, you see people walking the street. No one goes anywhere, the kids today, without a drink in their hand.
Oh, absolutely. Because primes are trendy. They have to have prime. They all want to flip it around. It's annoying. I tell my son, I'm like, stop flipping the bottle. At the dinner table, he wants to drink it, he'll flip it. I'm like, if that thing opens.
You mean like bottle flipping it?
Yes, they're obsessed. They want to play with bottles. They want to flip them around. They want to drink prime. A lot of girls want the Stanley cups. So then you got to put something in it. It's like beverages they're in. They are in fashion right now.
So, because you have a 10-year-old, Tristan. So,
yeah,
I'm not wrong in this assessment.
Oh, gosh. No, they're obsessed with having drinks. I think a little bit of it with the age is almost a social anxiety thing because it's something, it sounds weird, but it's something to do with your hands.
Yes.
You know, when you're walking and you want to look, you act like you're on your phone. I think it's a kid's version of that because they're flipping it, they're playing with it, they're opening the cap, drinking it, put the cap back on, even though they didn't take a sip, throwing it around, shaking it. It's it gives them something to do because they're not really, if they're walking around, walking from, one field to the next or whatever.
That's what I saw.
It's like a security blanket.
I saw a bunch of kids just running down the street, and they had all different kinds. It wasn't just Prime. It was a Gatorade, a water bottle. I followed them, actually, to
that's
catch
not
up.
Good. Please don't follow little kids.
Well, they were like teenagers. I just followed them to see what was going on. Hey, they all got drinks. I want a drink. And I never had a drink when I was a kid.
When you were a kid, you just drank from the hose? I don't understand.
Well, I drank before I left the house.
Yep.
Whatever I wanted, a Coke or water. Faygo.
Yeah, of
Or
course.
Faygo Red Pop, I loved a lot.
Naturally.
And then if I left for 9 hours, I didn't drink again until I got home.
You didn't have a drink on the go.
No, there might have been a drinking fountain that I went and drank at, which I know those are dangerous
Bougie.
today.
Well, that's bougie.
Oh, no, the outside ones, I mean. The
I
ones
specifically remember playing in the neighborhood and as a kid and then going up to people's sprinklers and putting your mouth on
grabbing
them.
a drink?
Yeah, people's sprinklers. You'd pick up their lawn sprinkler and put it in your mouth because you're dying of thirst.
Put that
'Cause you've been
down.
outside for 7 hours. You
Yeah.
put it back. I mean, forget the hose. You have to lay on the grass and try to catch the rotating sprinkler when you were thirsty.
Yeah, I just don't remember staying hydrated.
No.
And everything worked out okay.
So you're jealous of these kids that they have plastic bottles, basically. That's kind of where you've landed is, oh, man, these kids today have it so good because they always have a drink on them.
I'm not trying to become the old man shaking a fist at a cloud that they have drinks.
You're being complimentary.
I'm jealous that everybody has a drink. This might have been the world that we all dreamed about, being a futuristic world with moving sidewalks. Instead, every kid has a drink.
This is the weirdest observation you've ever made.
And it stayed with me, and I want it to go away. This thought, I want to be done with it. But now every time I see a kid, they got a drink in their hand. Every one of them. I haven't seen a kid without a drink in 7 weeks.
My parents always said, like, any bottled drink or whatever, because we only were allowed to drink out of 2 liters or, like water out of the sink, right?
Tap water.
Yeah, but... like any bottled beverage for a guest. I wasn't allowed to have a water bottle or a Gatorade because there wasn't Prime back then or any of that kind of stuff. Those were for guests. So if I was going to have a drink, it would be like lemonade my mom made in a thing. So I had to put it in a cup. There's no way these weren't portable. Those were for guests. I would have been, if I went in our fridge when I was a kid and grabbed a plastic water bottle, I would have been grounded.
Go sleep in a tent in the backyard.
Those were not for me.
That's for Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
When they come over.
Like, you just get the water out of the sink if you're thirsty. Like, we're not wasting bottles. What, for your convenience? I don't think so.
I don't know. I said I haven't seen a kid without a drink in 7 weeks. And now I'm like, it's that weird obsession now. I can't stop looking. There's a kid. Oh, he's got a bottle. There it is. He's got his drink.
Does it make you want to carry a drink everywhere you go?
No.
Oh, you don't want to be a part of it.
I don't want to be a part of it at this point now. I feel like I missed that window of my life. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to drink it. I find myself bringing around drinks and then I don't drink them. Now I just have a bunch of stuff to carry. Because I'm conditioned to just have a drink like later in the day.
Yeah. Well, I want people to check in at 312-591-8300. If there's a thought in your head you can't get out of your head, like this one with me, check in and join this conversation at 312-591-8300. An observation you've made that just won't go away, and it's obsessed. You're obsessed.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and we're talking about just random observations you have in your head that you can't get out of your head. Mine is that every kid today has a drink, and I haven't seen a kid in 7 weeks that didn't have a drink in his hand, and it's fascinating me. I'm happy for him. I just was never that hydrated, I guess, all the time, and I turned out
Drinks
okay.
were just less portable.
I was less portable, or the drinks were?
The drinks were less portable.
No, you're less portable now.
I'm definitely less portable now.
Yes.
I always ran everywhere when I was a kid.
Were you one of the kids that would run in the hallway to get to your class first?
Oh, I ran that way. Also, when my friends had come over, I ran out of the house and ran to his house.
No time to pour a drink.
No.
You were too busy running.
No.
Oh, it's like Shannon said on the text line, hydrate, don't dihydrate. That's what these kids are doing now.
Damn.
It is funny, though, because kids do run everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, Tristan had a game Sunday, and we were at it, and they wanted to go to the concession stand after. You give them money, run. They run to it's like,
Hell
it's not
yeah.
closing. Like, they just go. Every time you tell a kid they can go somewhere, they're just go. It's like Road Runner. I don't
best thing
understand.
ever. Awesome.
I don't get. We're like, we're going to the pool. It's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Wait, we're coming too. Wait, hello?
They just feel the need to run to everything. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I certainly don't have the urge to run anywhere, you know?
No, I want to lay.
Yeah.
And then somebody pick me up and move me.
I want like a hammock. I see my baby in a bouncer and I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. I want one of those.
Wow, what a great idea for Shark Tank, adult bouncers.
Yeah. Could you imagine one of those like spring-loaded chairs? You just move your foot
Hell yes.
and go up, and it's up just enough where you could like see TV, but you're laying down. It's relaxing.
Well, now we're getting somewhere.
I know.
More random thoughts on the text line?
Yeah, 313 checked in and said there aren't enough public trash cans anymore, which is something that I'm finding to be very true as well.
Well,
What happened to all the trash cans?
That's ominous, why there's no trash cans anymore. You know why?
Why?
9/11.
Oh, my God.
There's bombs in all of them.
That's right.
I mean, I don't
What?
think-
That's not what happened at 9/11.
Well, no, but that's what's going to happen afterward. After 9/11, they're like, well, there must be a bomb in a trash can. There's got to be a bomb in there. There's got to be.
I don't think so.
then
Is that
the-
why there's less mailboxes? You know what?
Are there less mailboxes?
I feel like I struggle finding the big blue mailboxes.
Hmm.
Sometimes.
Oh, the communal ones, not the ones
Not
in
like
front of
per
people's
person,
houses.
not per
I was
capita.
like, is your neighborhood getting rid of mailboxes?
No, but like when I want to drop a letter and I'm like, well, I'll just find a blue box. I'm like, where are these things?
Interesting.
That's like Mandela effect. I'm like, aren't they just Are they around? Where are they? I don't see one anywhere.
Can I share one that I've been struggling with recently? I know we're running out of time here, but I want to get this off my chest.
Sure, go ahead. So we're talking about just thoughts in your head you can't get out of your head.
And I can't get this out of my head because I go to the grocery store almost every day. I like the grocery store. I enjoy my time there. I love Jewel. There's no new food anymore. Like there's
what?
There's no new fruits. There's no new vegetables. There's no new snack food. When's the last time you heard of a new, like, somebody had to invent banana. Somebody had to invent a strawberry.
Nobody invented those. They grow.
I know, but when's the last time we figured out something new to grow? Oh, are we just out of food for the rest of our lives?
Wait.
This is as good as it's going to get?
Case.
I can't laugh with my pneumonia. I can't laugh right now. I'm going to pass out.
Somebody wasn't in like a science lab and invented banana and then planted the trees. Like these things existed. They're natural.
But are we just done? Are we done with all of the new natural food we're going to get forever? Is this the rest of our life?
I don't think anything new's come along in the fruit and veggie category.
Think about the snack category. When's the last time a snack food knocked your socks off? You're like, wait, what?
Well, there's gonna be pizza popcorn at Wrigley.
That's huge. That's a great innovation. But I wish I would also get pizza popcorn banana, and I would get a new fruit and veggie that I could enjoy.
Oh Lord.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
I'm not sure you're wrong. I'm trying to process it. I want to listen.
I don't think there was stuff being invented in the fruit and vegetable department. I think you're just a kid and you hadn't tried all of them yet.
No. But I'm not talking about new to my life. I'm talking about new to our lives. When is somebody gonna come up with the next vegetable?
New banana.
Yeah. It's like new Coke.
Yeah.
I mean, I would put a lot of money down that you haven't tried all the current fruit and vegetables yet, Case.
I know.
Give him one that you think he hasn't tried.
Plantains.
No, because plantains are like the cousin of a banana, and I love a good plantain.
Wait, so you have had them?
Yeah. No, that one I know, but give me another one.
Oh, what's another one that you would... Dragon fruit.
I didn't know that was real. I thought that was like a cartoon thing. A dragon fruit.
You thought that was just a Monster energy drink flavor?
Exactly.
No, they're like pink on the... They're kind of like a pinkish... And then they have all these like green, like kind of stems coming out. And when you cut it open, they're like white with all the little black speckles inside. They're very good.
So dragon fruit's real. What about passion fruit? Is that a real fruit?
Yep. And a passion fruit you break open, you only eat the seeds in passion fruit. So
okay, too many instructions.
I'm
not doing
so
that.
Good. Oh, no, that's a pomegranate. I'm kidding.
Not
I'm sorry.
happening.
A pomegranate you break open and only eat the seeds. That's my fault. Have you had a pomegranate?
No, I don't know what that looks like.
Again, he said pomegranate flavored like sparkling water.
Passion fruit is the, it has like the yellowy inside. It's also very good. A pomegranate you break open, they're kind of hard, and then you scoop the seeds out. Those are phenomenal too.
I'm out. I'm not scooping seeds out.
Okay, see, this is the problem. Look at all the stuff he hasn't tried, and he's complaining.
But I'm not saying I'm in a rut. I'm saying society's in a rut. And I can't believe I'm going to be on this earth. I'm 25 years old. I might be on this earth for another 75 years. You're telling me there's not going to okay, 35 years.
Not if you're not eating more of these fruits.
You're telling me there's not going to be another fruit in my lifetime? We've just maxed out on fruit?
No, you just better just deal with banana. That's
Have you had a kumquat?
I know. I haven't had a kumquat.
Have you had a jackfruit?
It's not.
No, please don't.
No, it's not about me,
Hold
Kenzie.
on. Don't move on from kumquats so fast. That's the funniest fruit name ever.
What? You don't know what a kumquat is?
Oh, God.
Can you say kumquat on the radio?
Yeah, it's a fruit.
What is it?
It's not spelled the way you think it would be spelled.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And time for TV time. Stuff going on that, you've seen, we've seen, like The Bear. The season 3 debut of The Bear on Hulu has 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. And the number of people that watched it already have already streamed it, I should say. I know it's over 5 million. I can't remember the exact number.
Wow.
But it's a Hulu record. Which doesn't sound great. It doesn't sound that great, like a Hulu record.
What's wrong with that? Hulu is a solid number 2.
Number 2 to Netflix?
Yeah.
You think?
I think so.
I feel like Apple TV is more.
Kenzie, I think you're the only person that subscribes to Apple TV.
You're so full of crap and you're going to piss me off. Apple TV is Ted Lasso. And it's also The Morning Show with Jennifer Aniston.
Yes, she's got you.
Yeah.
But
Those are like the 2 biggest shows that have probably happened. But now The Bear, but like probably the 2 biggest shows that have happened in the last 2 or 3 years are Ted Lasso and The Morning Show.
She's right. Those are two huge streamed shows. Now they feel like they're old now, which is not they're not that old, but
No,
they feels
and they
like
still
it.
keep putting out Ted Lasso was last year. There's a new season, and then The Morning Show they're filming the next one.
Oh, it's still on. I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
it's not done.
Okay, I have a question about the morning show, and I ask it with good intent, so don't get mad at me. Was it a show that was expensive to make, or a show that a lot of people watched? Because I feel like it had a lot of stars in it, but that the narrative around it was that people actually didn't watch the show.
It had a killer cast.
It does.
Obviously.
It absolutely has a killer cast.
It's insane. Every time I'm just like, whoa. But with that, it's a phenomenal show.
Okay, all right.
And the budget's big too, because the set is like, we should work in New York. Like we should all go there. Like it's like, what's going on there? It looks so nice.
Okay.
So it does have a big budget. It does have an amazing cast, but it really, really, really lives up to it.
Do you think a lot of people watch it, though?
Yeah, I really do.
Because sometimes you come in, you're like, did you see this thing on Apple TV? I'm like, no one did. No one did, except for you. But maybe I'm wrong.
Well, you don't have Apple TV.
No, I don't think anybody does, though. That's my point.
They put out some quality shows. Wait, I have to see where Only Murders in the Building. Is that Hulu?
I think that's Hulu. That's the Selena Gomez show,
So,
yeah.
yes, and that's a big one, too. So, Hulu now is The Bear and Only Murders. But, Apple TV, between Ted Lasso, for sure, and then The Morning Show is huge.
Yeah, I thought it was over for some reason. I thought the morning show.
I don't think so.
Because the first season I remember everybody was talking about it with Jennifer Aniston.
It's a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be another. I'm going to be really pissed if there's another season of The Morning Show.
I'm just spitfiring. I have no information on that. But
don't ruin my day.
Like I said, The Bear is now at least for a debut.
Premiere date for season 4 is 2025.
It's a ways off.
Year.
Yeah.
It could be early 2025.
I guess so.
It could be like in 6 months.
When would the last one end?
September 2023 it aired.
So we're gonna get like a year and a half at least extra.
Every episode's like over an hour.
Yeah, The Bear is awesome because it's like 30 minutes max until you get to the last couple episodes. There's like 40 minutes. So The Bear is easy to stream through. And Kenzie has not seen The Bear.
I know.
Me and Case talked about watching it, and I'm 2 episodes into season 3. It's incredible. It really is. And I know you hear people say that all the time. And there are people that worked in restaurants, especially in Chicago, that can't watch it because the PTSD of it is too much. But it is great. And it is now as I said, at the tops of Hulu of all time, setting records on that, and 91% Rotten Tomatoes for season 3 so far. Speaking of streaming services, I got to figure some stuff out because I'm paying like $19 a month for Hulu, and I have the commercial version.
That doesn't seem accurate.
Yet I have Verizon for phone, and I was supposed to get it for free.
Okay, so you're just in a lot of trouble.
How do I get out of that?
Nothing is adding up.
Do I got to go to a Verizon store to talk to them about it and say I'm supposed to get all this for Disney Plus? I'm supposed to get free, ESPN Plus, or whatever they call the damn thing now, and then
Hulu. You're supposed to get the bundle.
Yeah.
And you're paying $19 a month for it, and you have commercials on Hulu?
And commercials.
What's up, broke ass?
I don't know what's going on. How'd they screw me?
Can I, while we're talking about streaming services, give you guys the top 10? Because this is shocking.
Of streaming services?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like, Netflix is number 1.
Got to be number 1, Netflix.
You guys are not going to guess what number 2 is.
Is it Apple?
No.
Is it Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because of football. Probably because they got football games, and that took them over the top.
And then it's Disney Plus, number 3.
Because all the damn kids out there.
All these damn kids.
With their bottles of water and Gatorade, like Brian was complaining about an hour ago.
Sing, let it go, let it go.
Number 4 is HBO Max, now just Max, but the HBO Max one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Number 5 is Paramount. Number 6 is Hulu.
Uh-oh, where's Apple?
I know, right? Number 7, Peacock.
Yeah, shout out Peacock.
They
Apple.
got a lot of sports on Peacock too.
And King of Queens.
I don't think that's why.
Great show.
Number 8 is Apple, 9 ESPN, 10 Stars. But isn't that? I would have
Stars?
absolutely guessed 1 Netflix, and then tied for 2 and 3. Like I don't know which one would have been which. Would have been Hulu and Apple. That's shocking.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Wow, Peacock coming in
knew?
higher than them. That's crazy.
Well, it's all confusing now.
What the hell's on Paramount?
I know The Challenge is on there, and
I don't think that's not beating Ted Lasso.
Well, The Challenge was the number 1 show on MTV for like 18 to 49-year-olds for a long time. And there's a new challenge coming on that, thank God, is back on MTV. Because I don't have a Paramount password yet.
Well, isn't there news that Paramount might be merging with Max, the HBO subscription service, and you have Max? Maybe this is good news for everybody.
Well, but then, yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right.
Why don't they just make one big streaming service and just charge us $100 a month?
That was like cable.
Yeah, what if we just went back to cable? This has been my point all along.
What if it's just that's what's gonna happen? We're going to buy a streaming box.
Okay, I just want three channels. I want a remote with a black and white TV and 3 channels.
Where's Johnny Carson at?
God dang it. I'm probably spending so much I don't even know. I know there's that app that can tell you all your streaming services, what you're paying for and how to calculate and cancel or whatever, but
You need that. You're in trouble.
well, we have HBO. I know we have HBO.
Yeah.
I know Amazon, Netflix. Megan pays for those.
Okay.
I think I have. Well, I know we have Peacock.
And then you have Hulu and Disney Plus and ESPN Plus.
But I'm paying for Hulu and I shouldn't be. I should be getting a deal on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we pay like $9.99 a month because we have the commercials. I don't know what you got going on.
I'm like 18,
That's like
19
the
bucks.
premier subscription.
I know. They should be coming to my house and turning it on for me.
I know that sucks.
Instead of watching commercials. Well, yeah, there's rumors that Paramount Global's in talks to merge, and it could be with Max. So,
which would be great because the Lollapalooza documentary is on Paramount, the Napster documentary is on Paramount. They have the Behind the Music archives on Paramount, but I don't subscribe to Paramount.
I haven't seen those either.
I know.
I got to see those.
I know.
You have a lot of things you have to see. Settle down.
Yeah, I'm really. Well, you got to see the bear.
You should go back to 3 channels because you're just behind it. You just
be a lot easier.
You should just hang it up, and you're too behind. You're never gonna make it.
Can we bring back Blockbuster? God, everybody else have this headache or no? Finally, more on TV time here. There's a ultra athlete, a world ultra athlete that's going to go head to head with sharks. National Geographic's Shark versus Ross Edgley. Because it's that time of the year for Shark Week, and now it's become like Shark Summer. It's not a week anymore. Now they just do everything.
We can't have anything. It's like what they did with Black Friday. This has ruined it.
Yeah, it ruined it.
Black Friday all month. It's like, well, that's not a Black Friday.
You got to at least stick
You
with
got to change the name.
Yeah,
it's
at least
Black November.
Yeah, just Friday'd be great. This brings us, of course, to the best piece of audio we found all week of a husband and wife where they were off Cape Cod and they were fishing for lobster, and then they saw a shark. Now, what you can tell in this audio is it's a husband that has really just been fed up with his wife for a long time because she thinks it's a whale. And then eventually she turns around and does a 180 and goes, oh, you're right, it's a shark. You listen to the audio and judge this relationship on this.
Oh, God.
Wow. That is a shark.
No, it's a whale.
It's a shark.
That is a whale. Oh, my God, that is a freaking shark.
That's a great white shark.
That is a shark like I've never seen.
Yeah, there's 2. That's a 20-foot great white shark coming at us.
You get the humor of that we got out of this? I mean, this guy's sitting there going like, it's a shark right there. It's a whale. It's a shark.
He's so tired.
He's just
He's
over
so
it.
tired of it.
I do love Chef Sean's interpretation of this audio, that it's a second younger wife. He's already, and he's just taking this girl out thinking like, oh, I can finally relax now. I'm with my second younger wife. Life's going to be good. And he's like, oh, it's a shark. It's not a whale.
Well, she's just like, where are we going tonight? Let's go to the club. Let's get bottles. He's like, oh, my God. It's a shark.
That is a shark.
No, it's a whale.
It's a shark.
It's a shark.
He's like, the first wife wasn't that bad. That's what he's thinking at that moment.
And then finally she comes around and tells him, no, it's a friggin' shark. It's the biggest one I ever saw.
Oh, my God, that is a freaking shark.
That's a great white shark.
That is a shark like I've never seen.
Yeah, there's 2. That's a 20-foot great white shark coming at us.
It's a shark.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.